End of part 2, you will know how they beat Pennywise. So Pennywise gets his power off of other people's fear. So if you just stand there and face him off unfazed, not scared at all, you won. He ain't got nothing. It's that easy. Pennywise gets a 9 out of 10, low diff from me. The only reason why it's not 10 out of 10 is because his powers are kind of crazy if you're a little scared.
For years, I had to hear people talk down on this man's name. Pennywise ain't about this. Pennywise ain't about that. They say he don't be putting in no work. Shut the fuck up! Y'all niggas ain't know shit. All you motherfuckers talking about Pennywise ain't that scary. He lost to the loser club. His most memorable moment is taking out a 6-year-old. Shut the fuck up! If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet on the Big P's name, I'm fucking beating their ass. I'm not fucking playing no more. Okay, in all seriousness, I don't know a horror villain in history that has gotten this type of PR push. This is truly generational, what we're seeing with the Wise right now. Pennywise, how does it feel to be trending just off of you walking? First off, bitch, I go by the Big P. And second, that's not just a walk, it's a strut. Let me show you how to do it. That's all y'all get. Y'all don't know the struggles of being a Pennywise fan after the It movies. Trying to defend Pennywise to a casual fan was the most infuriating shit. And the crazy part is, It Chapter 1 is probably in my top 5 favorite horror movies, but its effect on Pennywise's legacy, more so the second one, was so bad. I thought this man would never recover. But here we are on top of the world. And I could be humble, you know, it's only been one season. Let's see how the rest of the show plays out. I've been holding on to this take for a long time, ever since I saw that haunted house scene in It Chapter 1, where he came out that fridge and started strut walking and playing with the loser club.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you.
Oh shit.
Pennywise is the greatest horror villain ever, and I have a couple reasons for this take. Number 1, fear. Pennywise's entire goal is to eat people, but he doesn't go about doing it in the most efficient way. Because he wants you to be as scared as possible when he does it, because to him, it makes the humans taste better. So basically, Pennywise is just like us. He likes seasoning his food. Okay, seriously, think about why you watch a horror movie, to be scared. And Pennywise's entire goal is trying to create the most fear-invoking environment for his victim. And I swear, there's gotta be some type of bias against Pennywise, because the way some people talk about other famous horror icons like Jason and Michael Myers, you would think they're doing the most insane, revolutionary things in their movies, when in reality, they're literally just doing the bare minimum. Michael Myers just walks around all movie killing people. Menacing though, he does look very menacing while he does it. But are you gonna tell me that's more interesting than watching a guy systematically create chaos in a friend group or a city, then use your deepest, darkest fears to kill you? Perfect example was the school scene in episode 8. Pennywise has all these kids trapped in the auditorium and first introduces himself to the kids by using the dead body of the school principal, gouges his eyes out, rips his head off, throws his body into the crowd, then punched the principal's head. And no, I did not add a sound effect to that. This man really punted the principal's head out the auditorium. Home run! And hits his signature emote.
What's it? Now before you start hating, ask yourself. Be honest. Ain't I'm clean? No.
Get the fuck out of the pool!
And this was just Pennywise invoking fear without using any of his crazy powers, which leads me to reason number 2, Pennywise's abilities. Knowing what makes someone scared is one thing, but having the ability to actually create that scenario is another. Pennywise can shapeshift, he can read and control minds, he's basically invincible, can teleport.
Do that! I can't hear you!
I'm done being scared.
I can't hear you! What?
And most importantly, thanks to Bob Gray, has a good sense of humor. If this man was on dating apps for cosmic entities, he'd be a problem. And the thing about Pennywise is he's gonna put those abilities to good use. The way Pennywise was creating scary scenarios for each of the loser club members throughout the movie that involved some sort of trauma or something they were struggling with was beautiful to watch. Constantly mocking Bill about the death of his younger brother Georgie, using Beverly's abusive relationship with her dad to terrorize her. Then you got Ben. I know Pennywise is going to say whatever to get you rattled, but the way he was going after Ben was fucked up. Being a fat kid in the 80s is already bad enough, but now you have to deal with a cosmic entity piling onto the bullying. That's rough. This dude Pennywise shapeshifted into his crush Beverly, had this deep emotional conversation with him, led him on, then just as they're about to kiss,
You and me.
He rejects him, then chases him across the school in a Beverly Ghost Rider cosplay. Then Ben hides in the locker for legitimately 30 seconds of screen time, reassures himself that Beverly wouldn't do that to him, only for Pennywise to jump scare him in the locker.
Kiss me, fat boy.
So during this interaction with Ben, he shapeshifted into Margaret, uses his love for her to try to break his spirit, shapeshifts into Margaret, but this time with her head on fire. Then he either teleported or made Ben hallucinate that he was in the locker with him, and I think the second one is a little bit more feasible. Pennywise is 6'3". He ain't fitting in no 7th grader's locker. But I say all that just to show how this man can seamlessly chain together some of the most traumatic experiences in someone's life, just like that. And the craziest ability Pennywise has in his arsenal is literally its true form. It is so powerful that he has to mask his true identity, or he would never be able to prime his victims to be eaten. And I think the best example of the deadlights was in the final battle in episode 8. Pennywise is trying to stop the kids from putting him back into hibernation by skipping, of course. Even in the face of being sent back into hibernation, this man is playing games. But as he's going after the kids, he gets his head shot off by Leroy. So to save time, he just deadlights him. First off, I don't know if I've ever seen Pennywise use the deadlight as an offensive attack in a one-on-one situation, which is cool as fuck. But more importantly, the guy who he used it on doesn't even have an amygdala, which is the part of your brain that helps you process emotions like fear. So for all those people who like to say, if you just aren't scared, what can you do? That's what he can do. And this third reason kind of ties into his abilities, but it's more about how smart and strategic he is. Pennywise is an agent of chaos. If you pay attention to any time Pennywise goes after someone, they are vulnerable in some sort of way. Whether that means physically, like they are separated from the group, which makes them easier to prey on, or mentally, like if they're going through a tough time in their life, and that makes for a dangerous villain. In episode 7 of Welcome to Derry, we see the people at the black spot, and no, I'm not calling it the black spot because a bunch of black people go to it. That's just the name of the juke joint. But they get into an altercation with a racist mob that results in the mob locking them inside and setting the building on fire. So guess who shows up? Pennywise, and this poor black lady gets the Pennywise strut, a fake offering of help, then gets eaten. And you know Pennywise ain't good in that juke joint because when he steps out, he takes a few bites of Mrs. Kirsch's husband, then's like, I'm good. Time to go to sleep.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
But then Mrs. Kirsch comes to the realization that the person who just ate her husband's head isn't her dad. Shocker. But even in this state of fear, Pennywise is so full, he just uses the deadlights on her. And the last thing I wanted to mention was how Pennywise forces characters to develop. What I mean by that is if you're a resident of Derry, Maine, and Pennywise is targeting you, you basically got two options. You're either going to succumb to your fears and die, or you're going to have to face those fears and overcome them. And in my opinion, that makes for a much more compelling story, especially in the horror genre, where, let's be honest, has a lot of simple writing.
What is this? What happened to him? He slipped. He's dead. Come on, let's go.
But of course, Pennywise has a counter to that. His psychic abilities cause you to forget what takes place in that city. So even if you go through the gauntlet of defeating him, by the time he wakes up again, you won't even remember him.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.